no, sinendere, bono konete no donete. Atto no kono to de tore boto rapato to se ka tota. Piazza mazza do ropo to nori rapato. Guarda para ora che sono patarini to. Como te toro che sono patato ropo con pepero. Come to toro so rebaro. E to zer matato. Oppure che non branga cosa ma non è toro na ma toro non mi sono patato che. Potono tuni tanno tunna na sanato na canana na sanana sarate non ne rapetani tiniti. No, sinendere, bono konete no donete. Atto no kono to de tore boto rapato to se ka tota. Piazza mazza do ropo to nori rapato. Guarda para ora che sono patarini to. Como te toro che sono patato ropo con pepero. Come to toro so rebaro. E to zer matato. Oppure che non branga cosa ma non è toro na ma toro non mi sono patato che. Potono tuni tanno tunna na sanato na canana na sanana sarate non ne rapetani tiniti. No, sinendere, bono konete no donete. Atto no kono to de tore boto rapato to se ka tota. Piazza mazza do ropo to nori rapato. Guarda para ora che sono patarini to. Como te toro che sono patato ropo con pepero. Come to toro so rebaro. E to zer matato. Oppure che non branga cosa ma non è toro na ma toro non mi sono patato che. Potono tuni tanno tunna na sanato na canana na sanana sarate non ne rapetani tiniti. No, sinendere, bono konete no donete. Atto no kono to de tore boto rapato to se ka tota. Piazza mazza do ropo to nori rapato. Guarda para ora che sono patarini to. Como te toro che sono patato ropo con pepero. Come to toro so rebaro. E to zer matato. Oppure che non branga cosa ma non è toro na ma toro non mi sono patato che. Potono tuni tanno tunna na sanato na canana na sanana sarate non ne rapetani tiniti. No, sinendere, bono konete no donete. Atto no kono to de tore boto rapato to se ka tota. Piazza mazza do ropo to nori rapato. Guarda para ora che sono patarini to. Como te toro che sono patato ropo con pepero. Come to toro so rebaro. E to zer matato. Oppure che non branga cosa ma non è toro na ma toro non mi sono patato che. Potono tuni tanno tunna na sanato na canana na sanana sarate non ne rapetani tiniti. No, sinendere, bono konete no donete. Atto no kono to de tore boto.
Really? You had me muted. And Missile, I think the most disappointing part is you were in on all of this too. All right, I'm here. Um, there we go. Oh man, Randy Orton's going to compete for the first time ever, except for that time he competed against Damian Sandow on NXT in 2013. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone enjoyed the Luigi joke there. Oh, they are loading up the CW debut. Because we're doing an NXT. Yeah, we're doing an NXT watch along again tonight. We're here. Back for another night of action. Thought I was canceled for that. So I said in the Discord that I had a dentist appointment earlier today, and and they had to numb me here because I had to get a filling back here. I said in the Discord that if the feeling in my mouth didn't come back, then I would cancel. But fortunately for all of you, or unfortunately for the haters out there, like balding Caillou looking middle aged men who think I need a haircut because I can grow a better head of hair in 6 months than they can in 16 years. Um, my mouth's perfectly fine now. The numbness has gone away, and here I am. So yeah, there you go. There's my mission statement for the night. Good to see you, JT. By the way. Look, man, I can only get told to get a haircut so many times on stream, so. They're still doing the Joe Hendry song for Ethan Page. Brilliant. I don't like the only thing I don't like about the fact they're still doing this song is that they've changed it from Believe in Joe to Believe in Trick. Let's see, what do I have to work on tonight? That's the issue, is normally when I do these streams, I have a million things to work on. Like, I have a couple mods I can install, and that will take me 10 minutes tops, because none of them are new characters. Actually, I got a few things I can work on. what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep working on the Maple Leaf and the other indie show, getting everyone onto the rosters kind of hidden away, so to say. Oh shit! Ethan Page just laid him out. I was not prepared for that. I will say the saddest, most annoying thing for me about the fact that I couldn't hey Pierre. The fact that I had the whole numbing situation going on earlier, because for those just joining, I had to get a cavity filled earlier today. It's the only cavity I've ever had. Fortunately, I am thankful for that. But I had to get that filled earlier, and they had to numb my mouth big time for it because they go on with the drill and everything. And so this entire side of my face was just numb, and I could only get a couple words out before I started like drooling on myself and crap like that. Most annoying part about being on vacation, because I loved being on vacation, I missed Obafemi versus Hammerstone. Yeah, Trix went to the CW debut. Ooh, you're getting Hammerstone versus Tony D. I'm down for Hammerstone getting some time in the NXT. Oh, we're getting Lyra and Tatum teaming up tonight. Forgot about that. Which Lyra will be in the game tomorrow. Oh yeah, and WWE announced that Saturday Night Main Event returns in December for one night only. Oh, I have a text from Alex. I gotta check in a second here. But yeah, we had a pretty hectic episode of LS11 NXT tonight as well. Joe Hendry, amidst speculation of where he was gonna end up, there wasn't much speculation. Everyone knew where he was gonna end up. But after being taken out by the Forsaken at Worlds Collide 2, he is back. And he is going for the NXT title at No Mercy. NXT was fun today. Don't tease me with Femi versus Fatu. Hey, who said I wasn't going to deliver? It may not be next week. It may not be 2 weeks from now. But I will deliver at some point. As a cat, also as usual, Cardona running his mouth. Fatu shows up behind him. Cardona, is it Cardona Evans at No Mercy? Yes, it is Cardona Evans one-on-one at No Mercy. That's what the triple threat was for a number one contendership. So it is Cardona Evans. I put a graphic in the Discord for it as well, Pierre, because as you may have heard earlier in the show or later in the show, Rude announced that he is stripping Fatu of his contracted rematch for the North American title following just the many attempted murders from the Forsaken tonight. Because they sure did just attempt many murders tonight on LS11 and NXT. Like, there were quite a few attempted murders. Oh, there's Javon and Cedric. But yep, that'll be a fun match. Oh, Rosemary and Wendy Chu are here. I am almost annoyed at how good Wendy Chu's theme is, because I don't like the character. But the theme slaps. I feel like Rosemary's got to get a victory at some point in her WWE run she's on right now. And I feel like this is the match to do it. I like Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley a lot, but I feel like they can take the L here. Oh, WWE has announced that Sheamus has re-signed, so that's exciting. Glad he's sticking around. Hope he gets that Intercontinental title one day. Maybe re-signing means he's gonna get it sooner or later. Oh, hey, Vlad. Good to see you. Get my get my translation app pulled up here. I'm doing pretty well, Vlad. I hope you're doing well today as well. I had a pretty great day today, guys. I gotta tell you, I like despite having to get having to get a tooth cavity filled, like despite that, pretty good day overall. Um, got up this morning, didn't want to go to work, but obviously had to. Couldn't call out because you know, I'm not. That's not the kind of guy I am. So I get up, I get out of bed, I struggle my way to getting ready to work. Get in the car, 6:30 ish. Drive to the place I'm going to substitute teach at for the day. Get there at about 7:13 or so because it was about a 45-minute drive. Get there, go to the teacher's classroom for the teacher I'm supposed to be covering for the day. And I get there and but anyways, yeah, get there, go to the room of the teacher I'm supposed to be substituting for. She's there. She's in the classroom. She's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm Xander. I'm supposed to be your substitute for the day." She's like, "Oh right." I'm like, "Oh right, what?" She's like, "I forgot to cancel." It's like, "I'm sorry, what?" She's like, "Yeah, I actually didn't end up needing a substitute today." And so I was like, "Okay, this is interesting. I've never had this kind of situation before." So I go back to the front office and I'm just like, well, I want to get paid, obviously, because if I don't work today, that's, solid hundred and something bucks that I'm missing out on, right? Like, if I don't work today, that's. And so I'm just like, all right, cool. So, do you have any open absences today you need filled? Because schools are almost always short on substitute teachers. And so I know the answer is gonna be yes. She's like, well, we're pretty well staffed today, but here's what I'll do. I'm gonna have an opening in the second block of the day. So go hang out in the library, do whatever it is you do until the second block for the day. And then one of the teacher's assistants is going to be out for the third block. Go take care of that. If they get back early, we'll pay you for the full day and you can go home. So I go to work. I get the entire first 2 hours off. Go cover one class, really. Go just sit in the back of another one as a teacher's assistant where I really don't have to do anything. The real TA gets back halfway through anyway. I worked 2 hours and got paid for a full day. It was great. And Vlad, just kind of like what I said yesterday, I don't talk about what city I'm from because that's just I'd rather not give potentially just well in any case I'd rather not give strangers anyway to know what city I live in just to be safe because I've got a wife, I've got a roommate, I've got a best friend all in the area, and I don't want my potential internet popularity to spiral into them feeling uncomfortable where we live. So that's why I don't talk about where I live on stream pretty much ever. Like, pretty much the closest I will ever tell people is like I'm from Georgia in the U.S. and I live to the east of Atlanta. Oh, the chairs next door. That's a great question. People hardly ever ask about these. So these are actually the kind of chairs that you get if you sit front row at a WWE show. Um, Here's a better look at the chair for those watching. It's got Roman, Miz, Street Profits, Becky, Sasha Banks, and The Fiend on it, and it was from uh, WWE Starrcade 2019. So it's a pair of those. Because my stepdad and I back in 2019, before the dark times, before the Great Plague of 2020 happened, um, he had gotten two front row tickets to WWE Starrcade, and he was like, "Yeah, I got these for you for Christmas. You can take one of your buddies." I was like, "Why don't you go with me?" Because my stepdad had never been to a wrestling show. My stepdad is 40 something. I don't know how old he is, honestly. And he'd never been to a wrestling show. He's been a fan since he was a kid. I was like, "Why don't you come with me?" And so he came with me, and we were front row, so we got to take the chairs home. And he told me to take the chairs because he didn't really have a place in his house for a random steel chair. And granted, I don't really have a place in the house for the chairs either, but I sometimes will pull them out, and like Ray will sometimes sit in one, and Rosemary takes another pin. Come on, man. Like, I don't care that Wendy Chu lost. I'm just tired of Rosemary taking L's. Yep, Hammerstone versus D'Angelo up next. Feel like we're getting another TNA wrestler taking an L, boys. Even though you look at them side by side, Hammerstone should mop the floor with Tony D. Realistically. Hit some of them. We have jokingly like done staged hits with those chairs before. Whoops. I'll try and find the clip, but way back when I did we did a skit where Ray, I think, hit Carnold with it, maybe? I think that sounds right. But people have been hit with those chairs in videos before. Put up a Christmas tree in December. Not in here, just because, like, not much space in here to put one up, but downstairs in my living room, yeah. I like it like a small one, maybe for. Maybe I'll get a small one for back in that corner or something come December. We'll see. I used to have a little small one, but had to get rid of it when I moved. I must say, for being a Dev Rebel theme, I do enjoy Ethan's page. Ethan's page, wow. Ethan Page's theme as Refusals. Yeah, I hate to admit that sometimes I just walk around going, Ego. You gotta get it to come with a smile. Ego. It's not my proudest moment that I do that, but sometimes I do, in fact, do that. Dev Rebel gets the occasional hit in there. It's mostly misses, but it is the occasional hit as well. I like Charlie's mustache he's growing. I don't know if 20%. I'd say maybe 15 is being generous still. Dev Rebel get it right occasionally. That being said, I will be glad when they're gone. Good to see Hammerstone on NXT. That's where I thought he was gonna land when That's where I thought he was gonna land when everything happened. When he left MLW shockingly at the end of last year. Unfortunately, there's not another big truck in here, so Obafemi's the only, or excuse me, so Hammerstone's the only big truck in here. Huh. Oh, Obafemi is watching backstage. I will say the hardest part about tonight is going to be me staying awake because I'm a little bit tired. The dentist appointment took a little bit out of me. Is Tony D just going to walk? Hammerstone wins. Interesting. Oh, hey, Zachary wins. Shout out to Evan in the truck. Oh no. Oh no, did the NXT parking lot strike again? The NXT parking lot strikes again. Hammerstone Femi too. I wouldn't get blamed this time for the title. That'd be fun. Thanks, Zach. Glad you liked it. It ends in Chicago, so they say. Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, yeah. That guy. Poor Robert Stone. Oh, Riz Master Ashanti Adonis. Oh, he's got a rose now. Hell yeah. This NXT run has made me like Ashanti Adonis. It has made me care about Ashanti Adonis, is the more important thing to say there. Oh, man. Like the tag act of him and Cedric. Yeah, me too. It seems they're not really continuing that. It looks like they're having him go solo, which I'm okay with, but I would have liked to see them do more of like the cool younger guy and the tired dad that's just trying to reel him in so that they can focus on winning championships act. Presenting religion as gorilla attacks. Sure. Them as bad influences on Javon's life could be fun, especially as they're trying to help him against New Order Catch Crew, or more fun trying to dethrone Oba. Yeah, that could be fun. I'm excited for the dumpster match Friday. I don't really have many thoughts on the dumpster match, quite honestly, man. Like, sure, a dumpster match. Alright. How I feel about it, honestly. Just kind of like, alright, it's happening, I guess. Oh, here comes Eddie Thorpe to the ring. I don't really have, um, I don't really have many thoughts on Eddie Thorpe. I don't have terribly many opinions on him. Oh, and here we go. It was Randy Face on the CW. I got Javon and Charlie. Yeah, probably one of those two. Oh, well, it just got confirmed 7 minutes ago, Pierre. Randy Orton at 8:45 p.m. says, "Hey, Javon, want to know who your opponent is? See you in St. Louis on October 8th, kid." Yeah, there's gonna be a wicked RKO. Javon's gonna take it like a champ, so I'm excited for it. I can see when doing the RKO to him when Javon's doing his twisted. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Oh, there's Phil. Well, there are now, when the next website update goes live, there are now less than 100 people in the free agency, which is the first time in a while. Do we get a Drew sighting? I think we might. Roxanne could interrupt it. Could be the return of Cora Jade, maybe. Brings back his other daughter. Punk should rep the next match between those two. See if he has a favorite. Every parent has a favorite, right? Every parent does have a favorite. They may not admit it, but they do. I'm my mom's favorite. My younger brother's my dad's favorite. My dad will never say he has a favorite. My younger brother is my dad's favorite. Yep, even if they say they don't. Here he is. 9 o'clock. It's Phil o'clock. Phil is in the house. Phil is here. Oh, my back. We saw you, Shan. Even in a small arena, people are loud like it's huge when Punk gets out. Yep, you're right. People like Phil. Oh, Phil, don't tease me with a good time, says them. Sooner or later, he'll be standing across the ring from Braun Breaker. Oh, well, Pierre, you got it. Oh, boy. I didn't realize it was take your daughter to work day. Oh no, it's not. I was gonna say it's not Drew. It's Roxy. Oh, they're pointing in. No, I. You didn't see anything. They pointed at something and laughed behind Phil. Oh! I always preferred your wife. Oh! Yes, Roxy, let the hate flow through you. It feels like a tired dad listening to his teenage daughter ramble on about how she's a mature adult at this, how she's practically an adult by now, and he's just waiting for her to get it out of her system. Oh, Phil. Papa Phil is Papa Phil's popping off. Looks like Julia's coming out. Gosh, she looks like a star, man. Like, I'll be the first to admit, I've not really seen much of her. She's so, like, she's got such an aura to her when she comes out. Punk was like, where's my favorite daughter? Well, Phil apparently... Oh! That is your grounded young lady eyes, if I've ever seen them. No Cora Jade yet, it would seem. That was a very fun segment, you're right. Yeah, he was. He was just a disappointed father.
Thinking about there's a detergent that gets your dishes up to 100% clean, even in an older dishwasher? Try Cascade Platinum Plus for sparkling clean dishes, even on the toughest jobs. Just spray, blow, and you're done. Switch to Cascade Platinum Plus. There are no breakfast rules because breakfast rules all day long. Like a decadent new French toast bake, topped with our famous fried apples. So come in anytime and we'll break out the breakfast.
Oh man. Crazy, we're already an hour and some change into the show. Like, I know NXT overruns just a little bit, but
So yeah, let's go. We offer one-line wireless plan, no hidden fees for just $25 a month on Verizon's 5G network. One flat fee.
yeah, the dad jokes are coming in with the Phil and Roxy segment.
Satisfyingly salty, endlessly delicious. Skinny Pop. Freedom to snack. Experience the refreshing citrus kick Mountain Dew. The Honda Civic Type.
NXT does fly by sometimes. Like, I haven't really done much either, is the funny thing. Like, I got a few things done on the website. That's about it. Been small stuff. I have a couple mod things I could do, and that's about it.
You're not thinking about all the angles shit. What's going on? How long? But you are fine. If you're like you. What is it? What is it? Say, I don't know the truth. I'm afraid. That's the truth. I'm afraid, damn it. I'm supposed to be the god of NXT. I'm supposed to make a fan. Afraid of no one. Afraid of nothing. Never back down from the fight.
Tony D is afraid of Obafemi.
He's a machine. He's a destroyer. He's not human. And I can't fight him. There is a sound.
Ow. Roxanne just gave Drew a bunch of new material. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, why'd Javon and Cedric have to get the jobber entrance tonight, man? Doing those boys dirty. Oh, man. Excellent. Just smacked the hell out of my elbow on the table. Yep, Drew has got material in spades. You're right. Oh boy, we're gonna redo the contract signing. Drew has responded. He says, "None of this 'you're my wrestling daughter' bullshit. Only freaks do that. I'm just very proud of you, Roxanne." Spot on Drew impression. Ray's not here. Ray's not here to get the spirit of Drew McIntyre channeled. So you gotta deal with my shitty Drew voice tonight. I'm trying not to yawn so much over here. It's nothing to do with the show either. It's been a great episode of NXT. Consistently, I feel like I enjoy NXT the most each week. NXT and TNA, and I think it's in part because they're the shorter watch-alongs. But it feels like NXT and TNA kind of fly by for the most part. TNA drags some weeks, but like NXT and TNA fly by. Raw and SmackDown just kind of drag by a little bit, but it does feel like NXT is always the quickest one because I feel like I enjoy it most. Huh. Thursday's a Texas Death Match with Santana and someone else. Yeah, it's Santana versus JDC, formerly Dirty Dango, formerly Fandango, formerly Johnny Curtis, now Johnny Dango Curtis. I've never enjoyed those progressive can't stop you from becoming your parents commercials. It's like, maybe just let people enjoy things, man. Like when it's the stuff like when they were at like the salad bar and stuff. That one is funny because it's like, yeah, I've seen people like that. Or where the guy is meeting the celebrity, I can't remember who it is, trying to take the selfie with him and showing him like a video of his nephew and stuff. Those are funny. When it's just like, oh yeah, they're obsessed with the weather. Maybe they just find the weather interesting. Maybe they just find weather and clouds interesting, man. Let people enjoy things. There'll still be a watch along, yeah. TNA death matches aren't. TNA death matches are fine. I literally went and the first ever TNA match I saw in person was Josh Alexander versus Bully Ray in a street fight that got very bloody and had tacks and stuff, and that was fine. Well, that may not have been the first match that got taped. It kicked off the pay per view though. I think there was a kickoff match before that. Yeah, there was Taurus versus Trey Miguel and Death Dolls versus the Coven and Tasha Steeles. I think it was, but the first big TNA match I ever saw was a death match sort of match, so it's fine. Essentially, the only thing that would stop a watch along from happening on Thursday is if I just don't feel well. But I should feel good. I'm using Thursday as kind of a rest day. I've got the day off work, in part because I'm at orientation for a potential, not promotion, but addition to my job, where I have the ability to work at another school district house and pays a little more. Yeah. Essentially, it's AEW that overdo it with the blood and the glass and fucking syringes for some reason and that kind of stuff. And fire. I don't need that kind of stuff. I can handle tax occasionally in small doses. I can handle barbed wire in reasonable doses. So, no, I can handle abyss matches sometimes. It's so, Zach, what it is I don't like those kind of matches. I can handle them in doses, but when AEW does it, they just go all in and they go way over the top and everything else. I can handle that once or twice every so often, but it feels like it's almost a weekly thing with AEW. That's what it is. Eventually, the whole Xander watches TNA from the beginning thing will happen. Keyword is eventually, though. Oh, Ren Sinclair's getting chased off by Kalani. Oh, shit, lumbar check. Miles Bourne sold that. I hope there's some kind of interaction between Randy Orton and Miles Bourne because the resemblance is ridiculously uncanny. Mox probably ruined AEW for me. His matches are too violent. I still go to the Chicago shows, but they have to be no violent matches. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel as well. Oh, straight from Ridge to Brooks. And Spears, apparently. I think part of what's made the night fly by is I'm being a little more fast and loose. Um, and I'm like actually just texting my phone too.
You'll get the best scholarship or savings you qualify for. Simple as that. Because everyone deserves an opportunity to save on their education without competing for it. Explore scholarship options at University of Phoenix.
Only AEW can handle his race. Yeah, well, there's consistent booking and cohesive storylines on that one. So, and a significant amount less of the Young Bucks, which also makes it better. Because, like, I'll be the first to say I've never really liked the Young Bucks that much. And, like, yeah, sure, people will get upset at me about that, but I've never really cared for them that much. And not overdone blood. Huh. I'll take WWE, the big three free agents AEW has. Then I've gotten the big three, but WWE free agent class is more quality. Most definitely understand the backlash to the lights out match. All on the syringes might have been a bit much. I'm also working out plans with my wife for a event we're going to next month, so that's part of why I'm kind of not paying as much attention. Oh boy, is he gonna break the glasses? Oh, don't mess with the man's glasses, apparently. Didn't take you out of the match or anything. Well, I just straight up didn't watch the show. I just couldn't. Well, it was a mix of why I didn't. Because it aired. I don't remember what day it aired. But I think it aired on a Sunday, right? If it aired on a Sunday, it's because I was playing in Power World with Alex. Didn't cringe. Anything Hangman's Word to do each other, though. Could be due to I've had some been desensitized. Yeah, I feel like it is something you can become desensitized to. I just unfortunately have not. Because it's just not my thing. And like you can also become desensitized even if it isn't your thing. Just AEW does that kind of stuff way too much, in my opinion. Okay, it was a Saturday. But yeah, no. Okay, it was last Saturday that All Out happened. What was I doing last Saturday that would have stopped me from watching All Out? Hmm. You know, It would work, is all I'm saying. It could work, is all I'm saying. Mustache Xander could work. No one will let me do it, though. No one will let me cook, is the issue. Goatee Xander wouldn't cook as much, but it would cook a little bit. It would bake a little, I guess, maybe. But just saying, Mustache Xander might cook.
It makes his brain a thing. Makes you forget it. Big time. Forget it.
No, now you can see the TV a little bit. Whoops. Was the first hair versus hair match? I don't know. Probably never. I think it was the 7th. That sounds right, Zach. I think you're right. I think that's when it was. And in that case, well, no, I think it was. Hold on. Yeah, it was the 7th. You're right. What was I doing on the 7th? That was the day Worlds Collide aired, and then I think I spent the rest of that day just doing other stuff. Yeah, Alex had the day off work. I think. No? Maybe not.
Deals every day. Rewards members now earn more cash pass points for shopping, and you'll save more on JCPenney purchases as a card member. Sign up for JCPenney Rewards today. JCPenney, make it count.
If you're someone that suffers from having sensitive teeth, but you want them whiter, let's talk about Cincinnati Elko White. It's going to lift the stains off your teeth, make them 2 shades whiter. Also, it's going to give you sensitivity protection, and it's safe for your enamel. And that is why I recommend it.
When's the first hair versus hair match? I don't know. It is something that I would be interested in doing in LSLB Universe at some point.
Ben's original.
It is funny. I almost did I did almost shave my beard for an LSWF story last year, funny enough. Um, Last year, 2023, LSWF was coming to an end. Before the idea to cancel LSWF happened, Hanzo, Adrian Nova, and I, because I shaved his head after Xandermania, we were going to get into a big story together. And as revenge for me shaving his head, he was going to knock me unconscious and shave my beard. And I was going to start wrestling in like in like a quarantine mask because of it. Oh yeah, we get Fraxium versus A Town Down Under next week. I like that they're just. I just like the WWE's embraced calling them Fraxium at this point. Yeah, with all the calls going bald, it's no time like the present. Yeah. But yeah, with the whole beard shaving thing, I'll probably never do it again. Like, well, it's not okay. It's not next week that they're in St. Louis. It's still a few weeks away. But oh, here comes Lola Vice. But anyways, oh my God, Booker. Oh man, Booker. I guess this is the main event of the night. But anyways, what about bleaching or dyeing my hair? I'm not against it one day. I've done it once. I've dyed my hair once, and it was back in 2021, uh, back at my 21st birthday because it was kind of my last chance to do it. And as a kind of educator, it's not really allowed as far as I'm aware, depending on the school district you work for. But for reference, back in 2021, I had originally intended because uh, I had originally intended I had super short hair. I'd gotten it cut, and then that night I tried to bleach it because I was going to do like the Seth Rollins half blonde thing, and it didn't really. I thought it looked fine, but a lot of other people didn't. There was the blurry image of where it was blonde. Um, it got more of like a bronze than a blonde, though. It looked a little odd. Whoops, hold on. Let me. It looked a little odd. I'll be the first to admit. Like, and I think the weirdest part is short hair me. You can see it in a whole video. Hold on. There's a whole video that I do with my hair like that. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. And midnight. Stupid opening to the stream anyway. Where I take my first legal drink because it comes out on my birthday. Like, recorded this the night before my birthday. And just did, like, essentially. I drink bourbon out of a flask. Let's see. You can see my face when it first, like, hits. One more. I pour way too much of it as well.
That's enough. Just put that off to the side, shall we? All right.
This is also when my voice seemingly deepened more.
Cool. Let's do this.
Or I just had a shitty mic.
Alice Living Universe, it's Xander. Currently a sober Xander, but I am now officially 21 years of age and about to tackle this topic, so I don't think that's going to last long. Let's talk about The Fiend. How long do you have?
So yeah, it was like that. But then my mother, a professional hairstylist, I sent her a picture and she was like, "So how soon can you get to my house?" I was like, an hour. She's like, "Okay. Fucking get to my house." And so she professionally bleached it and she did not like how it looked at all. Like, did not like how it looked at all. And drunk stream win. There's been a few. I drink on stream occasionally. And then I'll show you. Let me see if I can find it. Because I did. My mom was like, "All right, how soon can you get to my house?" And so I get to my mom's house within like an hour.
doesn't matter what we think. Because when it's all said and done, no matter what, you're always gonna have to think.
W Xander mom, L bleach changing. Let me find the stream where I unveiled it. Because she bleached it and it got like bright yellow and it was what I wanted. She was like, it doesn't look good. And so it wasn't like she could just dye it brown again. So let me find the stream where I unveiled it.
And you lose. But at least you did it through defeat. All hard. And I know you're okay with it. Stacks believes in you. Luca believes in you. And so do I. But don't. You gotta believe in you. So what do you say?
Okay, yep, here it is. Once it goes, once the show finishes up here with Tony D and Rizzo giving the speech. All right, cool. So I love these trips down memory lane with Xander. Right. So then we did a watch along to Royal Rumble season 1. It was kind of a thing we did that I feel like if we get time we should bring back, where Ray and I watch like old shows from the channel and talk about just how far it's come since then. And we started it at one point. Also, just the old stream intro. Well, it's not even that old. Well, it is old. It's from 2021. But like the outdated stream intro, we gotta get a better one.
Hello, Sullivan Universe. It's Xander. This is pre-recorded before you start acting like I'm not responding to you. Why do I have a Bidoof on my head, you might be wondering? There's two reasons. One, he's my new best friend. I got him on my birthday as a present. His name is Heinz Bidoofenschmerz.
Yes, the Bidoof that Brittany wears over there. That is Heinz Bidoofenschmerz.
And also, I've done something with my hair that people on Discord have seen, but a lot of you streams up. It's a song that's been stuck in my head for a little while.
And so I do a cover of Bo Burnham's White Woman's Instagram. JT, you son of a bitch. I do a cover of Bo Burnham's White Woman's Instagram called Seth Rollins' Twitter feed, because this was when Seth Rollins was really bad at the internet.
Seth Rollins' Twitter feed. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins' Twitter feed. Twitter feed. It's Xander and Ray.
Ray shows up halfway through. He's like, that was terrible.
So, Inside is one of my favorite things of the year.
And I just ruined it, didn't I?
You ruined one of my favorite songs, yes.
Well,
You didn't ruin the whole special.
Hello, Hanzo. Hello, Shinobi. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Adam Blumplate. I suppose for those of you who have been in Discord or that aren't in Discord and don't.
So I do this big reveal, and at the time I was in the middle of moving out of my dad's house.
Well, the thumbnail kind of gives it away, but I've done something. I'm going through a quarter-life crisis, as Ray put it.
So yeah, the blonde got turned red. My mom dyed it like a bright red. Let me pull up my Google Photos, and I can find you guys a better angle of how it looked, because it was fun. It was a cool phase. I had some fun with it. Like, here's a better image of like the hair pre-professional bleach, and here's better images of like the hair post red from my wonderful mom. I have no idea if you were there or not, Zach, honestly. But yeah, there you go. That was my hair for a while. It was also what inspired the Quizmaster's first appearance. Quizmaster also used to have a Kermit puppet. It was a very short-lived thing because it didn't get over. But yeah, there you go. That was the original. This was the original appearance of Quizmaster. But then the issue with the hair was that do I regret the bleach look? No. No. If I could, I would probably do something fun with it again at some point. Like, I really liked the split dye, especially now that the hair is long. I would love to split dye it and dye this half of it again. I think that'd be really cool. But it would take so much more work and so much more bleach because it's so long now. Who's Quizmaster's favorite Marvel hero? Um, it's a good question. Probably himself. Or Quiz Queen, I guess. But yeah, the only issue with the red hair was that after a while, it got longer. And so brown was starting to poke through. Also, yes, this is a picture of me with the Triple H 2001 handlebar mustache. And then the CM Punk 2014 mutton chops. Season 2 into Season 3 was a weird time. I also just don't really care about Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, Quizmaster's favorite DC character is a completely different answer, for what it's worth. But yeah, the big issue with the red was that, and this was in the middle of the haircut where I was getting the red cut out, it just kind of started to fade to be like pink over time. And I had like a special shampoo that would kind of revitalize the color in it. But I got to a point where I just stopped using it because it was so much extra work. And it was like a blood red color shampoo. So it was just staining the floor of my shower. And I had to come back. And I came back from I came back, and Alex, when she and I were moving out of that apartment, poor Alex had to bleach the shower to get the tub to stop being pink from that dye 3 years later almost. And then what was really funny about it was that for like a few more months afterwards, there was just like little tufts of red in there. Like just little wisps of it. It wasn't anything notable, but it was there. And just a nice little tease here, a little reminder for everyone of my 2021 Halloween costume, Lady Waluigi. That was in fact me in the photo. Excuse me. And in case you've wondered, because there's a whole video for it, last time I shaved my beard, it looked like this. I feel like nowadays the mustache would be a lot more impressive. Good job, Tyrese. You got the contract signed.
Give my brother Trick Williams to eat the page for the NXT Championship. And Trick, you know what time it is? You know you gotta book that Trick. That's all we got. Whoa, wait. I forgot one more thing. Get the music.
Oh, Phil. What's Phil doing back? Yes, JT. Curious about something. Yes, what are you curious about?
Former NXT Women's Champion. This is the match I wanted to talk about. This is my announcement. Because a match this big isn't just about the NXT title.
Your Anna story's been a masterpiece. Well, thank you, Zach. Consult ChatGPT real quick. All right, go for it. Punk's gonna be the ref, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, I happen to be that man on October 1st, live on the CW for the first time. NXT. The title will be determined in a match, and the referee making the 3 count is CM Punk.
There you go. And they're swinging. Punk just instigates the violence, huh? Phil's just joining in on the chants. And the refs are just like, Punk, why would you do this? Hold on, let me send this text to Ray, and then I'll stick with chat for a few more minutes here. Oh, my back. Okay, if you could choose one of your original characters to be featured in a death battle, who would you pick and who would you have them face? Let's see. That's a great question. Very solid question there. I got a lot of characters. Issue is I don't want to talk about some of them because I prefer to keep them to the stories I've written them in under the pen name and stuff. But personally, I feel like I'll go with one you guys know of at that point. I mean, obviously, I feel like Quizmaster Riddler is the obvious one. I feel like that's the one a lot of people would go with. Battle of Wits more than anything. But let's see. Special guest ref Punk should be fun. Yeah. Probably go with the character, the only other character you guys have ever seen of mine, which was the woman, the blonde woman wearing the pink and black outfit and like the white super suit, very Samus inspired. That is Red Fox is her code name. Probably her would be the other option, and I'd say probably again. I'm trying to think of someone that should be matched well with. I'll say her against probably Widowmaker from Overwatch would be the other one I'd go with. But back to my little trip down memory lane for a minute. A little fun thing here. Zach is probably the only person in chat that will remember this. I still have a thumbnail from the original Alice Living Universe. This was the thumbnail for the third, that is right, the third WrestleMania in the original Alice Living Universe. Well, I didn't say it was a good thumbnail. I just said it was a thumbnail. But yes, key matches on that show were The Undertaker versus Daniel Bryan, Jeff Hardy versus World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, John Cena versus Samoa Joe, and WWE Champion The Rock versus Cesaro. This was also Samoa Joe's first match on the channel at the time, and he choked out John Cena at WrestleMania. The more you know. Characters you haven't seen, but I can talk about. I don't know. I'd have to think on that more, honestly. I'd have to think on that more. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I got anything else kind of cool to talk about. I don't really have any other old graphics anymore. I wish I did. Like, I really wish I did. Star vs. Rock is an interesting one. Yeah, and Ray always gives me hell for it. Do you ever think Joe versus Cena in Alice 11? Did we ever do it? I don't think so. No, their only encounter was inside the Elimination Chamber in Season 1. So there you go. Let's see. What else? What else, indeed? Oh, man. This just makes me sad. I'm going through Google Photos trying to find stuff. For those that don't remember, I was in a car accident last year, and I took my car to the auto shop to get repaired, and well, they totaled it. The guy that rear-ended me hit my car so hard, apparently, that it like ruptured the exhaust system, which would have been over like a $9,000 repair, and the car was estimated at 10.5 grand. So I have a picture of what my old car looked like after I got to when I went to the body shop to go get my stuff out of it, and I remember this day so much. Like, my baby was destroyed. It was really sad. This was 18 months ago, so I'm fine. Like, this was May 2023 when it happened, so it's been over a year. I'm good now. I had some whiplash and possibly a concussion. Uh, Mostly whiplash, though, I think. No, it wasn't a concussion. It was just whiplash. No, I didn't die. Or did I? Yeah, no, let me find the picture from when it actually happened. Yeah, so here's what actually happened. So I was supposed to move in May 2023. I graduated college. I was moving the next week. I was going to move to Alabama to start working at a hospital as a receptionist because somehow that was what I decided to do. Day before I was supposed to move, I was going to my dad's house because I had something to give him before I left. Um, and I'm on my way to my dad's house, and I have to get on the highway, that goes from the city I was living in, or the part of town, the town I was living in, to the town he was living in. And I was in the left lane. I needed to get into the left turn lane that was about to open up, turn left, and I would have been 2 minutes away. I'm in the left lane. I put on my blinker. I start to move over. I go, oh, that car behind me is a little... Boom. Doesn't even look like that much damage. Broke the headlight, or broke the taillight, dented the bumper, dented the trunk, knocked the muffler to the ground. The muffler was dragging the ground and sparking the entire way to my dad's house. Fortunately, my granddad got it, who lived up the road, was able to tie it up with some plumber's piping, with plumber wiring, and that held it up. But if you look there, that's not red glass, as you can see. That's the other guy. That's his car. Brother crunched his car when he hit mine. Because he was in a low-to-the-ground Dodge Charger. I was in a Honda Pilot. There you go. Here's a better picture of the muffler. How close it was to the ground. You can see where the exhaust system got ruined here. And you can see where my grandfather was helping me get it put slightly back together. There we go. But yeah, there's that story. And so the crazy thing is, I went and moved to Alabama, and I only lived there for 48 hours. I moved back immediately. I moved on Saturday, May 20th. I was back Tuesday, May 23rd. I was back by Tuesday. And it's good that I was. As best decision I ever made was that. I came back. I had to work a temp job for a little while before we moved where we're at now. But it was the best decision I could have made to come back because I got 3 months of working a very part-time job where I made good money before my wife got her essentially dream job. I got to hang out with Ray so much that summer. We met the Motor City Machine Guns. We went to a TNA show. Oh, hang on.
The big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks.
That happened. We met Joe Hendry a second time for me, first time for Ray. It's a great show. Oh, and we met Santino, who sneezed mid-picture. And then took a proper picture with us. And then, yeah. Most importantly, though, if I had not moved, or if I had moved and not come back, this is the most important thing. On Thursday, June 29th, 2023, I think is when it was. Let me double check that real quick. Double check that fact real quick. Make sure I'm giving you guys the correct day. No thank you, JT. I'd rather gouge my eyes out. Excited for Motor City WB? Oh, sure. Okay, so no, it was actually Friday, June 30th. We get a message on Friday, June 30th. Alex and I are going over to another couple that we know, two of our best friends. We were going over to their apartment, and a mere 4 hours before I get off work, we get a text. Hi, do you guys know anyone that wants a kitten? Or do you guys want a kitten? With this image attached. Let it process for a second. June 30th, I head to my friend's apartment after I get off work. And they bring out this kitten, who immediately hops in my lap. Pretty much this kitten goes, "Hi, you're my dad now." And as you all know, this rogue little fucker would become Missile. So all of that being said, while what happened in Alabama is something I will never speak about on stream because it is permanently scarring what happened, and it is neither my place to burden any of you with that, nor is it your place to hear any of that. Coming back was a great thing because I got Missile, and my life was better for it. And then this really cursed picture of me at my bachelor party happened too. So that's a good. On that note, I have kept Alex waiting for a little bit. She is home now. I'm going to go hang out with her for the rest of the night until I go to bed. I will see you guys on Thursday, presumably, for the TNA watch along. Take care, everybody. I'm going to aim to have LAW out on Thursday. No guarantees on that one. No guarantees on that one. If it is not out Thursday, I will have it out whatever day this weekend Ray is not doing his pay-per-view on.